Hey there, we are back in Assetto Corsa, and this time we're at Thunderhill Raceway Park. It's about 7 miles west of Willows, California. And this track is special to me in that it is one of three tracks that is within easy driving range of where I live. I'm closest to Sonoma Raceway, but I'm also equidistant between Laguna Seca and this racetrack. So that makes it unique and interesting. And I've driven two of the three tracks. I've driven Sonoma, of course, and that's where I did my race certifications, got my race license with SCCA years ago. And I've driven Laguna Seca recreationally and in anger in an open wheel race car. Awesome stuff. Thunderhill, I've been there. I've driven in the paddock in an autocross because Porsche Club of America, the Redwood region, has a handful of autocrosses there since we lost the Sonoma Airport site several years ago now. So it's always bugged me a little bit that I've never really driven this track in anger. I hope to change that and drive it in real life at some point. But for now, we have, thanks to Nukedrop, a wonderful track mod that we're going to showcase here. And the thing that's really kind of mind-blowing is there are 24 different track configurations supported in this mod. And that's true to the track's nature, is they have an east course, a west course, they have a combined middle section with both east and west courses to make that a 3 mile course instead of the 2 miles for each of the east and west. And then they have a combined 5 mile. And then they have variations of all of those in reverse. So interesting track and interesting events there. The 5 mile combined is very rarely made available to people that visit the track. So that's the one that everybody clamors to try to get access to when they have an event that's a 5 mile open course, because it's a big deal. All that to say this is an amazing track. What I really like the GUERILLO Mods GT4s that I found, and I'm really ashamed that I hadn't found them earlier. But I'm looking at the GT4s that you don't see in Assetto Corsa Competizione, that you don't see in iRacing, and I found another one that I really, really like. And it's the Panoz Avezzano GT4. This is a monster. It's another one like what we drove last night, the 6.2 liter V8. It's a GM Power LS3 power plant, tunable up to 450 brake horsepower. Of course, it can be tuned down for balance of power purposes. And in 2018, it was an SRO contender in the GT4 competition in that series. And this is a 2017 version of that car, and it makes good noise. Makes really good noise. So we're going to enjoy driving that. So let's make no more haste. Let's go out and have some fun. This track is very, very tricky. But it is a hoot to drive, and I actually did some laps trying to, get good. I knew this track, it was tricky, and the 5 mile track is pretty intimidating. So I drove some laps, and I will be really honest with you, I didn't drive a single clean lap. I have no time recorded for this track at this point. Tires are still a little bit. A little bit wild right now. This is an area where I always make a mistake, because that is tricky as heck. Did you just see me lean forward like I could see over the hill in the car? I love Sims. This requires a little bit of concentration, I'm sure you can appreciate. But it's an amazing track. So more than a little timid there because, like I said, I hadn't gotten a clean lap around this track up until that lap you just saw. And of course, it didn't count for a time. Or there's a better way to tackle that. Track is nice. Holy crap, I've done it. That's a tough track, though. And you can see there's a ton of room for me to improve on that. think I probably hit like 2 apexes that entire run. This is the thing I tell everybody that I talk racing lines and driving to, whether I'm instructing or just shooting the shit. You do it once, you can do it twice. Do it twice, you can do it forever. And when you haven't done it once yet, the trick is to visualize doing it that first time. Or put a camera on yourself so that it's just too freaking embarrassing to not do it. Use a lot more of that curbing over there. That's a decent lap right there. What do you think, man? Thunderhill. Panoz is no joke, man. Car is amazing. This is a fun little section here. Got a little bit floaty there through that section. That's a fast lap though. So that's fun. This car is amazing. This track is phenomenally fun. And I like the idea of doing more home grassroots type tracks. So if you have a track that is not super popular in a lot of other sims, and Assetto Corsa has a link to it, I want to hear about it. I'd like to feature some tracks that are personal favorites that don't get much playtime in the major sims. So the nice thing about Assetto Corsa is that we can have fun. We can prep for track days. And we can share that love, those tracks that are hidden gems with other people. And I'll be frank, I'm sure that the tracks exist out there, but one of the things that's actually really challenging is if you don't know the name of a track, you don't know that it exists, it's hard to search for it, because a lot of these tracks are hidden behind Patreon walls that, you know, make them harder to find, harder to index. And rightfully so. These modders, they deserve to make some money off of the work. This is not easy stuff. If it was easy, everybody would do it. And not everybody does it. This is a beautiful track. It's been well maintained. I did a search on Google actually for Thunderhill, and was taken to a Patreon post that was like years old. It was from like 2020. So if you do the same, because you lose track of this video and the links that I'm going to put in the description, it's Nukedrop is the group that makes this track available, and so you do find the right place. But you have to go to the home section and find the track listed. And then you find a post about the most recent updates to it. I love this section. But I think that this update was from summer of 2023. Does require CSP, current version of CSP, and you can see I got the pure weather rolling. And oh, I meant to go into the pits. I was not paying attention. But anyway, this is a fun track. Thunderhill, and the track, of course, is the Panoz GT4. And this car is the real deal. A lot of fun to drive. Although I must admit I still prefer Sin. You know what I mean. Thank you for joining me. See you in the next one. Bye now.
Spaß macht Rennsport.